Good day, children. Sai Ram. Welcome back to our science class. So, as you all know that we have started our revision week for you, and today we are going to revise science chapter number 1, food. And I'm sure that you are aware of the lesson food, and you know the central idea of that lesson. And the idea of that lesson is why food is important to all living beings, and the nutrients present in the food, the different food, and the correct ways of cooking and preserving the food. So I hope you all remember about this lesson food. So now let us give a quick revision of this lesson. So now let's begin. So it is chapter 1, food, which you have for your exam. So we have done long back before. Okay. Now, as you all know that when we are feeling hungry, that we have food. And if we do not have food for a long time, then we feel very weak, drowsy, and we feel like fainting, right? So, and it will be very difficult for playing also, for studying also, because food gives us energy. So we should have our food, healthy food, time to time. So we need energy for studying, playing, and also food also help us to grow, and it helps us to fight diseases and stay healthy. So if we eat healthy food, we can remain healthy. If any disease comes also, we can fight with that, and our body recovers very quickly. And so our body needs different substances for doing different things. So these substances are called as nutrients. So what are nutrients? So our body needs different substances for doing different things. So these substances are called as nutrients. So nutrients give energy, it helps us to grow, and it helps us to fight diseases. And so different foods have different nutrients. Therefore, to remain fit and healthy, we should eat different kinds of food. So whatever mommy is cooking, you will not say no. So you will have all types of food. Now let us see what are the different types of nutrients. So the food that we eat contains different types of nutrients. So they are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Food also contains roughage and water. Food also contains roughage and water. Now let us see how these nutrients and other substances help us. Now first let us see what are carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are called, they are for quick energy. That is why we eat rice or chapati every day, because it gives us quick energy. So that is why they are called as energy giving nutrients. Since the carbohydrates gives quick energy, they are called as energy giving nutrients. So in your exam, if they ask you name one energy giving nutrients, you can write carbohydrates, right? Okay. Now children needs lots of carbohydrates. So you must have found that your grandfather or your father, do they eat lot of rice? No, they eat less amount of rice, but little children, small children can, and the growing children can eat more rice because they need lot of energy, isn't it? Yes. So there are two types of carbohydrates. So sugar and starch. So these are the two types of carbohydrates. Now from where do we get these carbohydrates? So there are like cereals like rice, wheat, maize. So the food which we make out of these cereals are bread, noodles, chapati and dosa. And the sugary foods like potatoes and bananas, they are also rich in carbohydrates. They give us quick energy. So whenever you feel hungry, quickly we can eat potatoes or bananas. Now let us see proteins. So protein rich food are called as body building foods. They are called as body building foods. So proteins are needed for the growth and repair of our body. So that is why they are called as body building foods. Now from where do we get these proteins? Which food we have to eat? So we can have milk, cheese, egg, fish, meat and pulses like that. They all are rich in proteins. So sugar and starch are dash. So they are carbohydrates. And bananas are rich in carbohydrates, and protein rich food, you can give these examples. Now next let us see about fats. Fats are for energy and warmth, that is they are also called as energy giving food. So next to carbohydrates we have fats. In fact, fat gives more energy compared to the amount of carbohydrates, because when we consume fats, it stores in our body. It gets stored in our body, and when our body does not get enough food, then our body uses the stored fats like energy. They get energy from the stored fats. And fats also keep our body warm. Keeps our body warm. And the example for fats are fats rich foods are fish, cheese, avocado, nuts, meat and butter. Now let's move on to vitamins and minerals for health. Now next is, these are different types of vitamins and the minerals. So vitamins and minerals help our body to work properly, to fight with diseases and stay healthy. So therefore they are called as protective foods. So vitamins and minerals are called as protective foods. So our body needs several vitamins and minerals. So like fresh fruits, vegetables, meat, fish, eggs and breads are rich in vitamins and minerals. So we should have everything in a right quantity. So calcium. Calcium is an important mineral. Calcium is an important mineral because it makes our teeth and bones very strong. So we should have milk and green leafy vegetables to get a lot of calcium. Okay, and next one is iron. Iron is also very important because it makes blood. Okay, this is not MALE, it is MAKE. So iron is also very important for our body because it makes food, it makes blood. So meat, beans and green leafy vegetables are rich in iron. And next we have roughage. So our body, what is roughage? So our body cannot digest certain substances found in plants' food. So these indigestible substances form the roughage or fiber. Roughage or fiber. these helps. Roughage helps as it is helps to throw the wastage from our body. So roughage is important as it helps to keep our body clean. It sends the wastage outside from our body. So it's very important to take fiber-rich food. And next one is water. So water is also very important and it is also considered as food. So water we need, our body needs sufficient amount of water to stay healthy. It is not enough that only we eat our food. So along with our food, we should drink a lot of water. So water helps the body to digest the food and it absorbs nutrients properly and get rid of waste. Suppose if we don't drink water, the wastage will remain in our body itself. So water helps our body to absorb nutrients from food and it helps out throwing out waste from our body as urine and sweat. So normally we get most of the water our body needs from the liquids we drink such as water, milk and tea. Water means it is not only water, any liquid items is also considered as water food. So in addition, we add water to most cooked foods. We have water-rich vegetables, water-rich fruits. So it is not that we should drink a glass of water. It is fine if we have a lot of water-rich vegetables or fruits and juices. Okay, so water is very important, and for our body we should drink 2 liters, that is 8 glasses of water per day. So in a day we should drink 8 glasses of water, that is about 2 liters. And elderly people, they have to drink 3 liters of water. And for you have to drink 8 glasses of water in a day. Now let's see what is balanced diet. So as you all know that we all like to eat the food which we like, isn't it? So children, it is very important to have balanced diet. So if you like only potatoes, you keep on eating potatoes every day. Is it correct way? No, it is wrong. So we should have well-balanced diet. Now what is diet? So you all remember what is diet? So the food that we eat every day is called diet. The food that we eat every day is called diet. Our diet must provide body with all the nutrients in proper quantities to remain fit and healthy. So a diet that gives you nutrients in the right quantities, this is called the balanced diet. So a diet which gives the right quantity of nutrients is called the balanced diet. So balanced diets, it provides in vitamins and minerals and nutrients to keep the body and mind strong and healthy. So eating well can also help to ward off numerous diseases. If we eat well, we can stay away from the diseases, right? Okay. Our diet should have all the nutrients that our body needs in right quantities. So we should have balanced diet. It is not necessary that too much of one and not too little of the other. So suppose if you don't like rice, we eat very little. And if you like potatoes too much, you eat lot of potatoes. So it is the wrong way of eating. So you should have a right quantity of food every day whenever you are having the meals. And our diet should also contain roughage and water. So make sure that every day you have balanced food. Now next we will go to, yes, so a balanced diet should contain food items that are rich in these groups. A balanced diet should contain the food items that are rich in these groups, that is protein group, milk group, vegetable and fruit group, and the cereal group. So as we all know, what are protein rich foods? Milk, that is milk, cheese, curd and ice cream, and vegetables and fruits and cereals. The cereals, that is we make food out of cereals like rice, bread, chapatis and noodles. So all these groups should contain the balanced diet. Balanced diet, it makes a balanced diet, and we get all types of nutrients that our body is required. Now next we should also know the proper methods of cooking. So what are the proper methods? Means what? Mummy is cooking, right? So how is she cooking? You can observe her. So some nutrients get lost in the process of cooking and preparations. So we buy the vegetables. If we cut the vegetables or wash the vegetables after cutting or peeling, the nutrients are washed away. So when we buy the vegetables, so after washing we should cut the or peel them. So if vegetables are washed after cutting or peeling, so after washing we should cut. So if it is cut before peeling, then all the nutrients are lost. So if vegetables are washed after cutting or peeling, then its nutrients are also washed away. So you cut the apple or you cut any vegetables, then you go and wash them. Then the nutrients are also washed away in the water. All the cells are also washed away in the water. And overcooking also results in loss of nutrients, and vitamin C gets destroyed if heated. So the food which we are rich in vitamin C is not to be heated. And next, food should be cooked, and yes, one more point, food also should be cooked in just enough water. So we should not add more water and cook the food, then afterwards throw the remaining water. So it takes away all the nutrients along with the water. So next point is the preservation of food. So after having a dinner, if some food is left out, so what you will do? So we all keep it in the fridge, refrigerator. So if food is left out for a long time, germs start growing in it. So that is why, and it starts rotting. Rotting means it gives some bad smell. So eating rotten food makes us sick. So if the food is rotten, if the food is it becomes some kind of smell you get, so it means it is rotten. So if we consume that rotten food, then we may fall sick and we get vomiting, and our stomach will get food poison and we fall sick. So methods of food preservations are refrigeration. The first thing I said is, in our home, suppose if the food is remain left out, then we keep it in the fridge. Or next one is using preservatives. Some of the food are preserved by adding sugar, salt and oil. And next one is canning, and the next one is drying. So refrigeration means if food is kept in a refrigerator. If the food is kept in a refrigerator, the growth of germs is slowed down and the food can be stored for few days in the refrigerator without going bad. And using preservatives like sugar, salt and oil, you must have seen the pickles. So some substances like sugar, salt and oil, they slow down the growth of germs. So they are added to the food to preserve them for a long time. And these substances are called as preservatives. These substances are called as preservatives. And pickles, for example, it is pickles in our home, it is preserved by using a lot of oil and salt. And jams, you all like to eat jams, so it is also preserved by adding sugar. Next one is canning. So what is canning? In canning, germs are first killed. The food is then sealed in the cans. This process is called canning. Next one is drying. Drying means, so water is removed from the food items to stop germs from growing. So drying, they dry in the sunlight or they have some machines. Some food are dried in that way. So water is removed completely from those food items to stop the germs from growing. So children, this is the end of the lesson. So thank you for watching and keep revising. So watch the video again and again till you understand and recap the lesson and get ready for your exam. Thank you children. Bye bye.